Have you ever felt that life was quietly rearranging itself around you, as if the universe had begun whispering secrets meant only for your soul? That sudden feeling that something sacred is about to happen, that your story is turning a divine page? Stay here with me, because what I am about to share might be exactly what your spirit has been waiting for. There are 4 zodiac signs, destined to experience something extraordinary this year, a spiritual turnaround so powerful that it will transform the way they see themselves, love, and connect to the invisible energy guiding all things. This isn't fortune-telling. This is alignment. A calling from the stars reminding you of who you truly are when you strip away fear, ego, and hesitation. But before we unveil which signs are walking through this portal of light, I want you to take one slow breath. Inhale deeply. Feel your heart expand. Because what we're about to explore isn't just astrology, it's your soul's mirror. Every once in a lifetime, certain energies collide in the sky in such a way that even the most grounded souls feel the shift. These celestial alignments aren't random. They're invitations. Invitations to release the version of yourself that was surviving and awaken the version that is meant to shine. And this year, 4 signs will experience this divine invitation in its purest form, not as chaos, but as clarity. It's a call from the unseen world, saying, it's time to remember who you are. Maybe you've already felt it. The strange coincidences that keep repeating, the songs that seem to speak to you, the dreams that feel more real than waking life. It's not your imagination. It's your intuition tuning itself to the frequency of transformation. Something inside you already knows that this year isn't ordinary. It's a sacred turning point, one that doesn't ask for effort, but for surrender. You don't need to force it. You only need to listen. And if you're still here, if your heart is racing just a little faster, then this message is meant for you. Because the universe never sends signs to those who aren't ready. In the next few moments, you'll hear about the 4 zodiac signs that will rise through the ashes of their old selves and discover the spiritual awakening they've long awaited. But even if your sign isn't among them, don't leave, because energy moves beyond boundaries, and your spirit might be touched by their journey too. So stay with me until the very end. Because somewhere in this story, a key will turn, and it might unlock something within you that has been waiting in silence for years. Before we step through this cosmic doorway together, write in the comments below, I am ready for my awakening. Aries, the warrior of the zodiac, the one whose fire cannot be contained. This year, the universe has chosen you to rise not in battle, but in awakening. For too long, your fire has been spent on proving, chasing, and conquering. But now, something deeper is calling you. It is not asking you to fight harder. It is asking you to trust more. You see, Aries, the lesson written in your stars this year is not about victory in the outer world. It is about illumination within. Your spirit is being invited to rediscover faith, not as a word, but as a vibration, a quiet knowing that your path is sacred even when it looks uncertain. Every challenge, every delay, every broken plan is not punishment. It is preparation. The universe is sculpting your strength into serenity, your fire into light. For years, you have been the one who takes the first step, who dares when others hesitate. That courage still burns in you, but now it transforms. It becomes spiritual courage, the kind that faces the unknown without needing control. This year, you will feel moments when everything slows, when silence replaces action. Those are not pauses. Those are gateways. They are the moments when your soul is catching up with your ambition, teaching you that alignment is more powerful than effort. Expect signs through dreams, through sudden feelings that come like waves of truth. You may find yourself drawn to solitude, to reflection, to the quiet beauty of stillness. It is in these moments that the phoenix begins to stir within you. You are learning that true power is not about motion, but about presence. The old version of you, the restless, fiery, unstoppable Aries, is giving birth to something softer but infinitely stronger: divine peace. This year, forgiveness becomes your sacred tool. Forgiveness of yourself for what did not unfold the way you hoped. Forgiveness of others who could not meet you at the level of your flame. And forgiveness of life itself for not always showing you the why before the transformation. Through forgiveness, your spirit will unchain itself from the past and remember its eternal nature. As the months unfold, you will sense a glow returning to your heart, not the heat of battle, but the warmth of rebirth. You will attract clarity, not through force, but through surrender. The universe will place before you divine coincidences that feel too precise to ignore. The right conversation, the perfect opportunity, the unexpected blessing, all of them are signs that your inner light has shifted from struggle to faith. Aries, this is your year to rise not from effort, but from trust. You are stepping out of the ashes of what once was and walking into the brilliance of what is becoming. The warrior is evolving into the healer. The fighter is transforming into the sage. Your fire no longer burns to destroy it, burns to illuminate, and through that glow, others will find their courage too. Cancer, the guardian of emotions, the heart that feels what others cannot even name. You are the moon's favorite child, ruled by tides that move not just oceans, but souls. This year, the universe is asking something sacred of you: to stop drowning in feelings that are not yours, and to rise into the divine strength of emotional mastery. You are not meant to carry the world. You are meant to heal it through presence, not weight. For so long you have believed that love means sacrifice, that to help others you must give until nothing remains for yourself. But this year shifts that belief entirely. The cosmic energy surrounding you is not demanding that you pour from an empty cup. It is teaching you to become the cup itself. You are learning that compassion without boundaries is not compassion, it is exhaustion. The universe is rebalancing your heart so that your empathy becomes your power, not your pain. There will be moments this year when you are called to step away, to retreat, to listen more than you speak. Do not mistake those moments for loneliness. They are sacred invitations to reconnect with your intuition, that quiet voice within that has always guided you, even when you ignored it. You might notice vivid dreams, sudden déjà vu, or repeating numbers that seem to follow you like whispers from beyond. Each is a message reminding you that your sensitivity is not a flaw. It is your connection to the divine. Cancer, the spiritual turnaround that awaits you is one of elevation. The universe is lifting you from emotional survival into emotional sovereignty. Where once you reacted, now you will respond with calm authority. Where once you absorbed others' storms, now you will create shelter through light. This is your ascension not away from your feelings, but into your higher awareness of them. There may be situations that challenge your boundaries, people who test your patience, who mirror old patterns of overgiving. But this time, you will not lose yourself. You will stand softly, yet firmly, wrapped in an invisible shield of self-respect. Every no that comes from your truth will become a yes to your peace. Every moment you choose stillness over chaos, you strengthen your energetic field until it glows like moonlight. And as that glow expands, something miraculous happens. You begin to attract people, opportunities, and synchronicities that match your healed vibration. You stop being the one who rescues everyone and become the one who inspires them to rescue themselves. The love you give starts to return, multiplied and purified, because it comes from a place of wholeness instead of need. Cancer, this is the year you remember that you are both the ocean and the shore, vast, deep, and endlessly renewing. You are the empath who transforms emotion into wisdom, pain into poetry, and solitude into sanctuary. The universe is not asking you to stop feeling. It is asking you to feel from truth, not from fear. Your tears will no longer be signs of weakness, but sacred salt that cleanses your path. You are ascending, Cancer, not away from your heart, but deeper into it. The sensitivity that once made you fragile is now the force that makes you unshakable. You are awakening to your highest form, the intuitive healer, the silent strength, the soul that glows even in the dark. The world needs that light, and this is the year you finally let it shine. Scorpio, the sign of mystery, intensity, and sacred transformation. You are the soul who walks through fire and emerges stronger every single time. This year, the universe has chosen you to perform your greatest act of alchemy, yet turning your pain into wisdom and your darkness into gold. You've always known that you were meant to go deeper than most people dare, and now that depth becomes your doorway to awakening. For so long, you have carried the weight of secrets, emotions you could never fully name, truths that burn too bright to share. You've hidden parts of yourself because the world wasn't ready to see their brilliance. But now, Scorpio, you are being asked to stop hiding from your own power. The transformation you've been resisting is the same one your soul has been praying for. The universe is clearing the illusions, peeling away old layers, and revealing the core of who you are, radiant, raw, and fearless. This is not a gentle process. It is a spiritual rebirth through honesty. Situations may arise that expose the truth in relationships, careers, or even your own inner motives. But remember, every revelation is liberation. When the mask falls, the soul finally breathes. You are being shown where your energy has been trapped in resentment, in fear, in old stories that no longer fit your frequency. This year, you break those energetic contracts. You choose freedom over familiarity. Your intuition will feel stronger than ever before. It will no longer whisper. It will speak clearly through sensations, through sudden insight, through dreams that feel like visions. Trust that voice. It is your higher self guiding you through the shadows and reminding you that nothing in darkness can harm the one who carries light within. The world may not always understand your silence, but silence is your sacred space, the temple where transformation begins. Scorpio, you have always been the alchemist, the one who can take chaos and shape it into creation. But this year, the alchemy turns inward. You will see that the parts of yourself you once rejected are actually keys to your evolution. The anger becomes passion with purpose. The fear becomes intuition with direction. The heartbreak becomes compassion with boundaries. You are learning that your shadow does not need to be destroyed. It needs to be integrated. As you walk through this process, people may drift away, circumstances may shift. It might feel like everything familiar is dissolving, and that is exactly what is supposed to happen. The phoenix cannot rise while clinging to the ashes. Allow what no longer resonates to fall away, because what remains will be sacred, authentic, and aligned with your true vibration. And through this deep metamorphosis, something remarkable will happen. You will start to radiate a magnetic peace that draws others to you, not because you demand attention, but because your energy vibrates truth. You will stop chasing and begin attracting. The world will sense the balance in you, a soul who has walked through darkness and returned with light in both hands. Scorpio, this is your spiritual turnaround, a year where endings are not losses but transformations, and where power is no longer something you control but something you embody. You are not being asked to fight the shadows anymore. you are being asked to dance with them. And when you do, you will remember that the real alchemy was never about changing what is outside of you. It was always about coming home to the infinite force within. Pisces, the dreamer, the visionary, the one who feels life not through logic but through soul. You have always lived between worlds, half in reality, half in the invisible, where intuition speaks in waves and silence carries wisdom. This year, the universe calls you home, not to escape the world, but to embody your magic within it. This is the year you stop drifting and begin anchoring your light. For years, your gift has been sensitivity, the ability to feel what others cannot see. But that gift has also been your burden. You've absorbed energies, emotions, and expectations until your spirit felt heavy, almost tired of feeling so much. The cosmic shift arriving this year brings you the opportunity to cleanse all of that. You are being guided to reclaim your spiritual power, to remember that your empathy is not weakness. It is the purest form of divine intelligence. Pisces, your spiritual turnaround begins when you stop searching for signs outside yourself and start recognizing that you are the sign. The dreams you have been having, the music that suddenly moves you to tears, the encounters that seem too perfect to be random, they are not coincidences. They are reflections of your soul, remembering its truth. You are awakening from the illusion that spirituality is something to find, realizing instead that it is something you already are. This year will invite you to merge heaven with earth. Your visions are meant to be built, your compassion meant to be expressed through tangible acts. You will feel a strong pull to create art, healing, music, ideas that come from deep within your spirit. Follow that pull without hesitation. The universe will open paths that once felt blocked because your energy is aligning with purpose. The moment you choose to live your truth out loud, miracles will begin to flow effortlessly to you. There will also be moments of deep solitude, and those will not be empty. They will be sacred. You may feel the need to disconnect from noise, to simplify, to listen closely to your intuition. Do not rush through that stillness. In that silence, you will meet your higher self, the version of you that has seen lifetimes, that already knows what to release and what to keep. Each quiet night becomes a spiritual classroom, each tear a teacher. Pisces, this is your time to believe again, not in fantasy, but in faith. Faith that you are being guided by something greater than your mind can comprehend. You will notice that synchronicities multiply when you trust instead of control. The more you surrender to the rhythm of the universe, the more clearly your path reveals itself. This is not surrender as defeat. This is surrender as creation, the art of flowing with divine timing instead of resisting it. And as your heart opens wider, you will sense a shift in your energy. The fog that once made everything uncertain begins to lift. You start to see life with clarity, not because the world changes, but because you do. The confusion that once blurred your decisions transforms into calm confidence. You will understand that intuition is not about predicting the future. It is about recognizing the truth that already exists within the present moment. Pisces, you are the mystic who remembers what others have forgotten, that love is not an emotion, but a frequency. This is the year you return to that truth. The year you stop escaping the world and instead become the healing it needs. You are both the ocean and the star that reflects upon it. You are endless, ancient, and awakening. This is not a new beginning. It is your soul remembering that it has always been home. The stars have spoken, but their language is not written in destiny. It is written in choice. Each of these 4 signs, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, has been touched by the same cosmic current, the call to awaken. Yet this message is not limited to them alone. The universe does not whisper to only a few. It sings to all who are ready to listen. And right now, as you hear these words, your soul recognizes that sound, the ancient song that says, "You were born for this moment." Every season of life carries its own rhythm. Some arrive to build, others to break. Some come to silence us so we may finally hear our inner voice again. This year, that rhythm turns sacred. What once felt heavy begins to release. What once felt chaotic begins to make sense. You begin to understand that there was never a single detour, only divine direction disguised as delay. The universe was never against you. It was preparing you. It still is. You are not walking through darkness. You are walking with it, hand in hand, as it teaches you how to see the light that was always there. You are not losing control. You are learning trust. You are not falling apart. You are falling into alignment. Every heartbreak has softened you for compassion. Every loss has made room for new creation. Every challenge was not a wall. It was a mirror, showing you your own resilience. The truth is that spiritual awakening is rarely loud. It does not always arrive with thunder or lightning. Sometimes it begins in a small moment, a quiet morning, a deep breath, a single realization that your pain no longer defines you. From that breath forward, you begin to live differently. You speak with more intention. You forgive faster. You love deeper. And without even realizing it, you start radiating something the world can feel: peace. The world needs that peace more than ever. The energy of awakening spreads like light through a web of souls. When you heal, others begin to remember that they can heal too. When you trust, others learn to let go. When you choose love over fear, the vibration of the entire planet rises by one unseen degree. That is the power of alignment. It does not echo only through your life. It ripples through existence itself. So tonight, as you close your eyes, know this: you are part of something infinite. You are not random. You are radiant. The same force that turns galaxies keeps your heart beating. You are woven into a pattern too beautiful for the mind to comprehend. You are exactly where you are meant to be, at the exact time the universe designed for you. Every breath is sacred, every second holy, every ending a beginning disguised as stillness. And now, as this message finds its way to the quietest corners of your heart, remember, your story is not about survival anymore. It is about transformation. You were never meant to just exist. You were meant to awaken, to live with awareness, to walk with purpose, and to create light in every space you enter. The stars have reminded you of your truth, but it is you who must choose to live it. Step forward in faith. Let your journey become your prayer. If your heart feels open right now, stay with that feeling a little longer. Let it sink in. Let it remind you that you are guided, protected, and endlessly loved by something far greater than yourself. The cosmos has no favorites. It has only resonance. And tonight, you are in tune with it. Your awakening has already begun. And when this moment ends, don't let the energy fade. Keep exploring, keep learning, keep expanding. There are more messages waiting to find you, more stories written in the stars, more light meant to reach your spirit. So take a deep breath, carry this peace with you, and continue your journey by watching the other videos on this channel. The universe has much more to tell you, and your soul is ready to listen.